Hello, my name is Billy Nash, and I will be doing an Excel tutorial video today on the SUMIF function within Excel. The SUMIF function can be used to sum a range of cells that meet your search criteria. So here we'll do a quick example. We have a table with different sales reps and the states they work in and the sales they made in each of those states. And over here we have questions we're going to answer. We're going to want to answer the total sales for Jim, the total sales over $100, and the total sales for California. So we'll begin with the first one, total for Jim, and then to get the function, we'll type equals SUMIF, select our function, and the first thing it'll ask us for is the range. Now this range is going to be the range of cells that we want to search for our criteria. So for this one, we want total sales for Jim. So we're going to do the rep column because we want to search all the reps for Jim. And then now our next it'll ask for our criteria, and this is where we'll put Jim. And since we're going to be using letters in this criteria spot, we need to do parentheses or quotation marks, sorry. So we'll do quotation marks, Jim, quotation marks, comma, and now it's asking us for our sum range. And now this is going to be the range of cells that will add up if it meets our search criteria. So for this one, it will be sales because we're looking for the total sales for Jim. So we'll select this range of cells here, and if we push enter, it gives us 100. So total sales for Jim is telling us is 100. Is that true? It's the only sale Jim made is this one, and it is $100. So we know that worked. Now let's do one for the total sales over 100. So we'll click equal, SUMIF, selected, and now our range for this one is actually just going to be the sales, and this one's a little different. So we'll do sales because we're just looking for total sales over 100. So we'll select the sales column, and then comma. Now our search criteria is anything greater than 100. So for this one, we'll do quotation marks, the greater than symbol, 100, quotation marks, comma. So now it's searching for any amounts greater than 100. And for this one, we don't need to add a sum range because it's already searching this range, so it'll add anything in this search range if it meets the criteria. So we'll get rid of this comma, press enter, and it gives us 475. Is that correct? We can add these up quick for anything over 100. So we'll just do equals, that's over 100, that's over 100, and that one's over 100. And it gives us 475. So we know that one's right too. Now let's do total sales for California. So again, we'll type in our function equals SUMIF. We'll select it. And now our range is going to be the state because we're searching for California, so we want to search all the states for the ones that equal California, comma, quotation marks, CA. We're going to quotation marks, comma, and then now our sum range again will be the sales. So we're looking for total sales in California. So we want it to sum up the sales. Enter. 175. Is that right? We got two sales that appears in California, one for 125 and one for 50. So yes, that one is right. So that's a simple example of how you can use the SUMIF function, and now with a small set of data. And now let's do one with a larger set of data. So here we have a sales sheet of orders or sales that have been made at Superstore. And now this is a pretty dense bit of data, so how can we get information out of it? And so say we want to ask the question, here we see there's different regions, and we have sales in those regions, so we want to know the total sales for a region. We can use the SUMIF function to answer this. So say I want to know the total sales for the West region, we can answer that. And so we'll type our function equals SUMIF, Select it. And now our range, since we want to know the total sales for the West region, our search range is going to be the regions, because we want to search through all the regions for the ones that meet or equal West. So we'll select all that, comma. We'll type in our criteria now, which is going to be West. So we'll do quotation marks, West, quotation marks, comma. And then our sum range, and we wanted to know total sales in the West region. So it'll be the sales column. So select this range of cells, and now we can press enter, and there it gives us the total sales for the West region. And that's how you can use the Sumif function to answer questions or get useful information out of large sets of data or data in general. Thank you.